Hey everyone, wanted to show you some updates and start on another project. And we're still making fun discoveries, so I'll show you that in a moment. But as you can see, we started taking down this closet. I took down that back wall off camera. And over here, I pulled all the nails out of the wood and stacked it up. I'm not sure if I'm going to reuse it or what, but worst case scenario, I'll just burn it. I'm trying to be as careful as I can for throwing out as little as possible, both because of the environment and because my trash men don't like when I throw large quantities of things in the trash. I threw out all the really short pieces, but anything that was over like 2 feet I saved approximately. And yeah, so this is all the wood from there. And so another project I did is I decided to map out the electrical panel, because I'll give you a shot of that so you can take a good look at what's there and what's actually written. And the first thing I noticed is, wow, there's only 12 spaces in this panel. And it's obviously full up. There's some double breakers already. So I went and did my best at mapping everything out. So let me show you what I came up with. This isn't a complete list, but it's a good start. Gives me a general idea of what's on what. One thing I realized today, before showing this off, was I'm like, hey, the AC is probably a 240 volt double breaker. And there's an oven, and there's also a dryer that have 240 volt outlets. I'm like, there's only two 240 volt breakers in there. So what's going on? Well, it turns out that the dryer and the range are both on the same circuit. A 40 amp breaker for the dryer is what it's rated for 30 amp, and also it's probably double tapped. So yeah, there's lots of electrical problems. I was doing some testing, and like a bunch of these outlets in the house are wired wrong. It's a mess. So definitely needs to be taken care of. It's on the list. And today's project is I want to start pulling up some of this flooring. And this, there was a partial box of the leftovers. I think this was installed in the 80s, so I'm not really worried about it. And it seems like it popped off pretty easily when I was taking this down, so I'm guessing this is going to come up really easily. This one over here is probably more 70s vintage, and I'm hoping it doesn't contain any asbestos. I think 70s was well after they stopped using asbestos in floor tiles, but we're just going to hope for the best, because I'm not going to spend the money to have that tested. But I'm going to set you in the camera tripod here. Give you a vantage point. And I'm going to glove up and go to town. And where is my stool? There it is. I'm just going to be hopefully using a flat pry bar. Oh yeah. take very long at all. Some of these pieces along the edge broke apart because it looks like they're under walls. And hopefully most of these other ones that aren't under the walls will pop right off, like I think they will. I was more expecting it. Those first few were actually on a little harder than I just envisioned. Just laid on the ground at this point. work of that. Let's see. And these may not be as easy. Well, only one way to find out. Oh yeah, these are gonna suck. Oh man. Those might be a permanent fixture. Let's try some fire. Just for the heck of it. We'll try torching it, heating it up. Try not to catch on fire. It smells really bad. Helped. Yeah, that's a way of doing it, I suppose. Well, I think that's gonna conclude that experiment. I'm gonna have to think about that one, figure out what to do. This might just be you floor over it, because it doesn't really need to come up. And if it's that well stuck down, it's gonna be a real bear to remove. So I guess that was today's video. So thanks for watching, everyone.